this sort of outsized role of the government in terms of directing where the economy is going and assisting with providing skills, both in terms of skilling the local population and allowing skills from overseas to come in. Would that be something to focus on, do you think?
I think it would be a good. I think that would be a good context. If let's say we are looking at the HR as our audience, I would not overemphasize on what the government is doing. That would be a very good text, how you actually complement, what the businesses should be looking at.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my suggestion.
Yeah.
I think it would be just to show that we understand the market and more credibility for the side of things. So that we have ability to advise HR leaders on how to conduct talent acquisition effectively.
And I think maybe would it be useful? Actually, can you hear me now? Because I know you couldn't hear me before I talk again.
I gotcha.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it might be complementary to say how involved the government is compared to in all the other markets, not so much, right? Isn't Singapore lucky because we've got that support? Or are organisations cynical for that support?
Everyone will be happy if you write that. Yeah, I think it's a hard to raise that because that is a fact, and I think the business here knows it as well. In fact, a lot of them are trying to find ways to leverage on what the government. I think it's a good point to talk about that.
And in terms of sort of, predicting a trend here, I mean, we touched on it a little earlier that a lot of these roles, and I mean, this is nothing new for Singapore, are sort of global facing. They refer to Singapore as, as being at the hub of Asia, and content specialist is probably the one that's the most unusual and unique there for the Singaporean market. I mean, is that something that we can say with confidence is a trend and will continue, that the growth in jobs will probably be jobs that assist, Singapore in that gateway of Asia type role?
I mean, that's definitely still the ambition of our government here to make Singapore like the regional HQ competing with Hong Kong. So say that in the report. So absolutely, having the right training bringing the right kind of talent is also one of the ways they are trying to bring in overseas companies to Singapore to then create jobs. So it's like a whole cycle.
If you look at the inverse of it, though, the Singapore population is very small comparative to the opportunity outside of Singapore. So, of course, if Singapore wants to stay relevant on a global scale, it needs to offer an opportunity to access countries outside of Singapore.
And
Singapore locally, domestic market is small.
Absolutely. And Anil, on the trend question, I would actually err to the side of saying Singapore is doing a lot of the right things. But at the same time, this is a hook for LTI, plain and simple, with access to a near real-time data source that has an eye on the global talent trends. We are obviously in the best position to help HR leaders make the right decision here. So I'm agreeing that as well.
Okay. And the other insight that I sort of pulled out that could potentially lead in a exec summary is that, even though Singapore has sort of particularly good access to a global market, both in terms of, the legislative access, but then also in terms of just being an attractive place to work, still training for these skills within Singapore is going to be key. You can't rely on migration.
On migration. I think we need to get it.
That's a very sensitive topic in Singapore.
Highly sensitive. I think that it's important that remain open, right? At the same time, it is politically wrong to overemphasize on migration. As a strategy, but more like migration is not so much to as a main source of workers, but more like how to complement the existing workers that we already have in the country. And then how, as we are transiting, as we are trying to develop that skills, how can migration help? So I think more than angle rather than an overemphasis.
I think, or just maybe we can focus on talent. Like